Hello everybody, my name is Sizzlore and welcome to Crying Sun's Advanced Tactics. I saw this free to play on Epic and it looked very interesting. Not entirely sure. I'm going into this brand new. I haven't played this before at all whatsoever. So we're gonna have a look at what it's all about now. Where am I? Ellis, Idaho. Where am I? Caliban, a dwarf planet on the outer rim. Most call it Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. This admiral is a top-secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces. The one and only of its kind. I am Caliban, its Omni-Guardian. I don't understand. You have died, Admiral, or to put it another way, the true version of you has died. You are his clone, identical to the original Ellis, Idaho in every possible way, with some minor differences. When did Admiral Idaho die? How? Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clone's lives, as interesting as they must be, extraneous to my directors, I believe, which leads me to why I've awoken you. You must be curious after all. I need your help. The machine asked me for my help. Now I truly feel strange. Not just the machine, Admiral, an Omni, short for Omni Mechanical Neo and Intelligence, okay, that's very strange. Imperial Oberon invented us. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in danger. In danger? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about? Once every 4 years, under the most secretive of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped around me. So you send a transmission yourself? I don't see the problem. That's just it, I can't. The facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire, to help keep it a secret. Something is wrong, I am certain of it, and I've awoken you so that we can fly out of here to a Omega-class battleship, in an Omega-class battleship no less, and see for ourselves. I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations. If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you command the battleship? Because of Oberon's Rubicon, it prohibits Omnis from commanding battleships. War is a human prerogative. Also, since I can assume the clones here are the best of the best, that would make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job. I'll do it, machine. For Oberon and the Empire, it's my duty as an Imperial Admiral. Excellent. Now, just one more thing. Standard operating procedure requires I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories? Emotional memories? Any memory linked to a strong emotion like love or hate. These memories, because of their complex neural pathways, will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. Then if you would do me the honor of trying to recall any emotional memory, I can't. So much is blurred, broken apart. Don't worry, I'm not perfectly normal for this stage. You'll find rational memories on the other hand. Those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. Lastly, and this is important, if these emotional memories return, rather when they return, you must tell me immediately. It's important for you, for your safety. Yes, your safety. Do you understand? I understand. Perfect. Now let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? Whoa. I read that bad. Perfect. Now let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? We don't have a moment to waste. And please, Admiral. What is it now, machine? Call me Caliban. Interesting. Right. This is quite the screen to start off with. Let's have a look here. I thought it was very cyberpunkish, but it's turning to be more like a... kind of feels more like Warhammer type of thing. Anyway, that's okay. Squadrons. Melee damage. Melee damage in a spaceship. Speed. It's the fastest drone. We have 2 officers left. Okay, so I've got these are squadrons, so these are the officers. Okay, I can't click on these. Okay. Okay, so I suppose let's choose our officers. Arav Chung, proximity repair cooldown for 10 seconds apply region to all allied squadrons in your deploy zone for 10 seconds. Region, that's cool. We need all time negative. Okay. Squadrons DPS, working reload time, hold repair. I could only choose 2, hey? Proximity repair. Apply regen to all allied squadrons. Something tells me I'm gonna need heal. What is these skills? Fight, demolition. Applies to hull. I want to do him and him, but I think I'm not sure if this region applies to hulls or squadrons. All allied squadrons. It says here hull. It affects the hull. So we're gonna take him for sure. Right. Scientist, spy, what is this? Persuasion, discretion, hack. Erudition, what the fuck is that? Piloting. Okay, I think we're gonna take these two. Hinata and Arav. Yes. Okay, well, we'll just take those two, I think. This info. Skills used to resolve situations both in planetary expeditions and during events. It is often a good idea to maximize the number of different skills you have amongst your officers. Okay. So that's what I've done, basically. Can I change my battleship? No. What is this? Okay, start. There you go. Interesting. Chapter 1 Echoes, Sector 1 of 3. These are the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral. The furthest sectors from the capital, what that they are. If there was ever a wasteland in the Empire, this would be it. Strange, I'm not picking up other omnis. Even out there, I should be picking up dozens of them. Let's try not to overact, machine. It's probably nothing. The Empire shall run flawlessly for how many years now? Reading is not a strong suit of mine. 700. And it will do so for hundreds more. Now, come on. Let's take a look around. Okay, I can't click on that, so we're gonna click here. Anomaly. Anomaly signals are the riskiest events you'll encounter, offering very positive or very negative outcomes. You won't know which type of event it is, negative or positive, until arriving at the signal source. Okay, this is just a loading. Okay, so here we got a ground signal, and we have an anomaly, one anomaly. Okay, this is our crew, I think. Scrap commanders. Is this like a very hectic faster than light? What do we have here, Lieutenant? It appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery, so it's a Neo-N hypercube, Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutronium from nearby stars. Interesting, if not downright bizarre, this cube isn't connected to the fold net. How could that be? And why aren't there hypercube omnis trying to reconnect as we speak? Ask Caliban for explanations, your memories for blurry, send a small team to investigate. Let's play safe. Certain things are still blurry to me, machine. What do you want to know, Adam? Ask about Neo-N? Yo, what's Neo-N? Tell me about it. Hundreds of years ago, pre-Omni times, the first advanced machines discovered the existence of the final element, neutronium, which exists usually, but not always, in stars. Neutronium is extremely volatile in its natural state, but these advanced machines stabilize and improve upon it, providing the most powerful and longest lasting energy source yet, neutronium, or Neo-N. Neo-N in turn allowed the first machines to create an event, an even more advanced machine, the Omni, an acronym for Omni Mechanical Neo-N Intelligence. So Omni is in the acronym for Omni. That's but I thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis. I did. You're absolutely right, but technically it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to the creation of Neo-N, invented the Omnis. Neo-N, in its refined state, is the perfect energy source, stable and almost boundless in its energy yield. As a result, it's used in just about all Omnitech as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. Lastly, what's important about Neo-N is that our very own battleship, the NS Odysseus, uses it, and without it we can't go anywhere. What do you want to know? Yeah, let's ask about the fold. As you probably recall by now, Admiral, the Omnis have invented and managed Imperial tech more or less since the dawn of the Empire. The fold net, arguably our greatest achievement, forms the backbone of the Empire. Think of it as the global galactic network, allowing instant data and or matter transmissions through its numerous interconnected folders and beacons. And without the constant vigilance and management of FoldNet Omnis, none of it would be possible, and humanity would live in a fragmented, chaotic darkness. Needless to say, it's important. So, Neo-N is like a fuel source, and the FoldNet is basically the super internet. Right? Folders. Let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that you could possibly understand. In the early days of the Empire, at a speed of 100 times that of speed of light speed, The interstice offered the fastest space travel available. It was fast, don't get me wrong, but traveling from cluster to cluster would still take decades. To assist Empire administration, and just because we could, the Omnis invented a means to travel from 2 points in space simultaneously. The folders. Yes, each folder, several kilometers across, is linked or paired with another folder through the process of this. This is going to be really difficult to explain to a non-quantum computing entity. Essentially, all you need to know is that these paired folders collapse or fold space for a very brief amount of time so as to join 2 points of space previously unjoined. Without folders, Oberon could never have grown his empire, nor kept it together for the 700 years that he has. Each folder is run by an Omni. These Omnis are cleverly known as folder Omnis. Without them, the folders simply cannot work. Lastly, in order to reach Elysium, the Empire's capital, on our journey we will have to use several folders. But why can't we just teleport to Elysium directly? We are deep in the outer rim. The few folders paired with Elysium will be found only in very important hubs. We'll need to reach those first. Alright, so folders are basically like wormholes that you create on command. What are beacons? What can you tell me about beacons? Beacons, which we'll most likely encounter on our journey, function as repeaters, amplifying all FoldNet data transmission throughout the clusters. Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here in the Outer Rim, and are, for all intents and purposes, the socially and culturally irrelevant, to receive and send information in the galaxy instantly. Oberon believes that everyone has the right to instantaneous information and materials in his sector. Quite detainable, if you ask me. Right. Well, okay, it's a lot of reading, but we'll go through it. The interstice is another Omni-invented tech. One of the first great inventions, and one developed long before the folders. With the interstitial tech, the Omnis created an empty space dimension between the ones you know, what we call a tunnel, where the universe light speed behaves, let's say, differently. In an interstitial tunnel, it's possible to reach up to 100 times the speed of light, a speed that allowed your kind to colonize their nearest stars. However, interstellar travel still has its limitations. For example, at this speed, it would take you 750 years to travel from one end of the Empire to the other, a period of time greater than the age of the Empire itself, hence the need for folders. However, the interstice is sufficient when traveling intra-cluster and within the cluster's sectors. Right. So, okay, beacons boost folders, I suppose. Okay. That's enough now. What do you want to know about this hypercube? I suppose we can only send a small crew, so we're going to do that. Captain Lynch, form a small squadron, fly around the cube and tell me what you see. Honored, sir. Captain Lynch. Sir, the Omni was right. The cube isn't connected to the FoldNet, and by the looks of it, hasn't been connected in years. Just a guess here, but I'd say it looks like it's been disconnected for maybe 10-15 years. 10-15 years, at least, sir. Could the Empire have, I don't know, disconnected it on purpose? I don't think so, Admiral. I'm not a cube omni myself, but cubes are complex tech needing constant supervision. Disconnecting it would make that auto button possible. And the near end levels? Empty, sir. There's no near end here whatsoever. It looks like whoever came before us took all of it. We won't be refueling here. The reserves might be empty, but there could still be some residual near end coursing through the cubes. I should be able to unlock this final restraint so that we can scavenge the leftovers. It won't be much, but it would help for our efforts. There would be there. We should be able to scavenge the near end fuel here, but that will be the last of it in this cube. Okay, all suns have a near end cube, where you have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. Right? Yawning already. There's a lot of reading in this game. Okay, local system nothing. Oh, it's in 3D, that's cool. When everything else is in 2D, this is in 3D. That's very cool, actually. I don't want to do that, I want to refuel, right? Scavenge near end. Okay. I assume that's all I can get out of that. The hull. Squadrons. Just gonna apply those guys to those guys. That's the damages. Drones, frigates. Okay, I've got to deploy these. I don't want to deploy these massive damage to fighters. Well, let's choose where to go. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Sir, battleship. 12 o'clock. What kind of battleship, Lieutenant? Couldn't say so. I've never seen a ship like this in all my service. Incoming transmission. Here we go. An Imperial battleship made from Telos Tech. My mouth is watering. This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, Captain. This is an Imperial sector you'll find yourself in. Imperial sector? That's funny. Prepare to fight. The battle is imminent. Good luck, Admiral. Thank you very much. Right, so it's a grid. Okay. You can deploy your officers during fights. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. All officers can also repair critical effects sustained by any system. There are 3 systems: squadron, weapon, and hull. So be careful where you deploy your officers. Okay. Squadrons are essential to protect your battleship and destroy the enemy. To deploy your squadrons, click the plus sign and okay. That's this. For now, your second dock will be locked until you have learned the basics. Okay. Use your weapons to gain a decisive advantage in battlefield. Weapons can be deployed by clicking the plus sign on the enter sign. Okay. Your neurocam can also accelerate your thoughts to a point where time appears totally still. Press space. So I think we want to do just the fighter for now. Okay, I see, and then it takes time to... Okay, I can only do one. What is this? It's a drone. Massive against frigates. Okay, so I've got the advantage. Wait, how do I get him to move? Oh, there you go. You're a normal thing. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be doing something else as well. Okay, can I heal? Does it auto heal? Very confused, very confused. Can I just attack? Okay, I am attacking. Critical effect. Okay. How do I reminder each new critical effect deal 1 damage to each officer document system. Okay. What was that? I don't know, Lieutenant. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to either. Okay. So it seems the squad is healed again. That's kind of cool that it just like keeps going. Okay, I suppose we're off then, eh? Next place. Hello, what's this? An Imperial Outpost, so it seems abandoned. Any heat signatures? Not a single one. Seems empty of all human life. What about omnipresence? They should be here managing the station. No. They should, and no, not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger. Let's try and make contact. See if you can make contact with someone human or not inside. Of course I will. Sorry sir, if there's anyone inside, they're not answering. What do you want to do about this outpost? I don't know. Send a team of commanders into the outpost for a close look. I'm not going to ask Caliban too much. We're already sitting on 27 minutes here, so... Captain Lean from a small team. Captain Lean from a small team and form it to fucking fuck. Mistakes here. Got it, sir. So the outpost is empty. It seems it was abandoned years ago. If I had to guess, probably around the time the hypercube back there was disconnected from the pole net. Looks like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, encapsulators, positronic chips, and left the rest behind. Scavenging Omni parts. Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One of the Pragma executive for you. Hold on, sir, I'm getting a transmission. My commanders have found something, an Omni, intact from top to bottom. Is it functional? That's a negative, sir. It was in a lower level. Guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed higher clearance to get in. Admiral, I can examine it from the captain's plugs and the data pad in the exosoc. Okay, accessing Omni's mainframe. And strange, its exoframe is perfectly intact. It has plenty of near end, and his positronic chip seems to be in place. It should be up and running. I don't get it. Any idea why it shut down? According to its chip 20 years ago, roughly the time the hypercube was unlinked from the pole net. What do you want to do about this, Admiral? Um, I don't want to ask too much right now. Okay, machine. I'll admit it. Something is wrong, at least from the in the outer room. I don't want to. I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship's heuristics detecting an anomaly at our next destination. Yeah, but I've seen that already. Like it was on the map the whole time. Okay, here we go. It's one of those creatures again, so maybe this one will be friendly. Nice shift you got there. I'm gonna enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies. You're going down, whatever you are. This battle is imminent. Yay. Okay. So we've got another fight on our hands. Okay. Each basic squadron type, frigates, drones, and fighters, is best suited to fight against a particular squadron, providing it with massive damage bonus if properly matched. Be sure to find out a unit's strengths and weaknesses before deploying. Okay, so it's a rock paper scissors type deal. Okay, I don't know what he's going. Okay, squadrons, fighters. So I got to deploy. Something that's good against fighters. There you go. And then they're also on half HP as well. Is this normal or is this easy? I'm pretty sure I picked on normal. Okay, so we've taken a bit of damage. I don't know, I can't see what that weapon is ready to fire. Okay. Your weapon is finished charging and is ready to fire. Click on it to choose a target on the battlefield to deal damage to the enemies. Okay, cool. So I click here. Then can I click here? Good. Cool. So if you attack anything here, obviously the ship will take damage. Okay. Ah, good. MK1 fighters, cool. Right, though we had yet another brush with death, at least our scanner detected the anomaly this time. Tell me more about these anomalies, machine. Anomalies are destinations with higher than normal probability of being very negative or very positive. Unfortunately, we do not know what kind of outcome to expect until we arrive at the source of signal. You could say investigating an anomaly to you is a bit of a good to know. Come on, there's got to be someone around here who can tell us what's going on. So things seem to heal between fights. At least. Okay, we're gonna get a last destination for this episode at least. There would appear to be a small colony on this planet, Admiral. Maybe we can finally get some answers. I'm also detecting a ground signal, roughly 1,000 kilometers from the colony. Could be worth investigating with an expedition. Hello, is anyone there? This is Admiral Elise. Elise. I'm gonna say Elise. This is Admiral Elise Idaho from the Imperial Fleet. Hey, it's Bowie. I am Tegan Bowie, leader of my small colony. What can we do for you, Admiral? If it's scrap you're looking for, I'm sorry, but we have none to spare. Scrap? Pardon me. We're here to find out what's going on with these sectors. I don't understand. We've yet to encounter a single active Omni, and 2 enemy battleships have engaged us. Is this some sort of sick joke, Admiral? The Omnis shut down. Impossible. The Omnis shut down in our sectors. And when they did, so did all of their tech. Well, it can't run without them. How? When? I have no idea how it happened. I'm not sure even Oberon does. It's truly the great mystery of our time. As for when, 20 years ago, we relied on them for everything. Food, medicine, weather. It's hard to give accurate numbers, but maybe 75% of the population here died in the first 5 years alone. Now, who knows how many of us are left? 10%? Less? Ask how we can help the planet. Okay, a little more about scrap. I don't want to know about scrap. Scrap's the currency, obviously. What can the NS Odysseus do to help? Defeating the scrappers would be a nice start. Things would look a whole lot better with those scum out of our way. The scrappers? Don't tell me you don't know about them either. It's like you've been living in this entire time on an uninhabited planet on the edge of the outer rim. The scrappers are a group of hideous, irradiated scavengers who collect leftover Omnitech and Neo-N. When the Omni shut down, causing the fold net to collapse in our When the Omni shut down, causing the fold net to collapse in our sectors, they were the ones who took over in the chaos. They're not the only rotten apples around here with your pirates and occasional crazy civilian, but they're definitely the worst. They defeated the Imperial ships. How? Telos Tech is second to none. Imperial captains are trained at the academy. True, but the scrapper battleships wore them down. Picked off one here, another there. It was a war of attrition. Plus, the Empire couldn't send reinforcements, not with our folder down, you see. I hate to say it, but I think it's just a matter of time before they make slaves of us all. But even if you beat them, even if you beat Mother, it won't change anything. The way we're going 10-15 years from now with all the hardships we're experiencing, will be gone. All of us, unless what? You somehow reactivate the armies, turn them back on again. The ones that haven't been scavenged for their parts, that is. That's the only way to save us. Is there anything else you want to know, Admiral? Yeah, let's ask him how we can turn it on. How can we do that? You're asking the wrong guy, I'm afraid. As I said, no one knows who or what shut them down. You'll have to solve that mystery on your own. And once you do, you'll still have to find a way to turn them back on, which might be another thing altogether. But where should I start? I hate to say it, but Mother is probably the best bet. I mean, she benefited the most from them shutting down in the cluster, didn't she? Then again, there are a lot of theories out there about who or what is responsible for this. Okay, what's Mother? I'll bite. You really don't want to know, Admiral. For some reason, that's what they call her, the leader, Mother, Mom, Mommy. It's all very upsetting. From what I gather, she was the one who started the scrappers, fostering a punk, nihilistic, scavenging philosophy among their sordid ranks. And what makes up her, and who makes up her ranks? Former Imperial prisoners, I think. The worst of the worst. When the Omni shut down, the prisoners escaped from their Omni-run prisons and psychiatric stations. Mother loves her tech, especially House Telos tech, like the battleship you have. And she and the Boyles who work for her will kill you for it and enjoy doing it too. She's been terrorizing these sectors for years now, enslaving men and women to bolster her numbers, and make them into her playthings and baby makers, as she calls them. Right, I do not want to know anything about that, so we're gonna go away. Okay, I don't need to know. I don't blame you. It's not exactly for the faint of heart. This is something else. No, I think that's it. I promise in the name of Oberon we'll take care of things. We'll take care of these scrappers and get your armies up and running. You say that, Admiral, but you'll fail. You'll fail, or you will stop trying sooner or later, or worse yet, you'll die. But take this near end, Admiral. We have plenty at the moment. I have a feeling you'll need it. And like I said, I know it's not the bravest thing to do, but it's the best if you hide. You'll live longer that way. So we got, okay, so that's near end. Cool. End of transmission, sir. Do you believe what he said, Admiral? Unfortunately, yes. It explains everything we've seen so far. The Omni shut down in the outer rim, and so did their tech, including the cluster's folder. That's why the scrappers now run things here. So what do we do, sir? First thing we need to do is to find this mother. As Bowie said, if she didn't shut the Omnis down, chances are she knows who or what did. If you want to move on, Admiral, open the star map below by clicking on it and choose our next mission. Otherwise, you might want to stay and check out this ground signal I was telling you about. It could be a good opportunity to gather some resources and put your commandos to use. Right. Remember now. Now that you have learned the basics, your second dock has been unlocked. Remember to make good use of it while commanding your squadrons. A numerical advantage is often a turning point in the battle. Well, okay guys, I think we're going to leave it there for now. This game looks like it's got a lot of lore, and my reading probably needs to get a little bit better. But obviously this is just the tip of the iceberg, so we'll see how it goes. I'll do another episode on this for next week Monday, and then yeah, the combat looks a little bit simple at the moment. The story looks very complex, so we'll see how it goes. If you guys like it, click that like button. Otherwise click the dislike button. Either way, please subscribe. I don't care what you do, just subscribe. And then I'll see you in the next one after you subscribe. And then please subscribe, and then maybe consider clicking the subscribe button, and then just yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe and stuff. Okay, subscribe.